There are moments in life you just never forget. And running and exploring this area as a kid is one of those moments. And what better way than to celebrate that moment than to come back to where it all started and help it grow a little. What I'm really excited about is planting some scribbly gums. They're a main food source for koalas. It'd be good to get a few more koalas back in the old scribbly gum conservation park. But this little baby will eventually turn into this beautiful giant here. They're magnificent trees, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you got trailblazers in sport. For some people, it's animals. For others, it's conservation. If you're Steve Irwin, it is both. What we do know is that Steve Irwin was taken far too young, but his legacy lives on. And in a moment, you're going to meet a man who, in one day, ran 100 kilometres while planting 100 trees along the way. And it's because he met Steve Irwin when he was just a kid. But Steve Irwin's legacy makes its mark in many different ways, and for Kieran Douglas, a bloke from the Redlands who happens to be a landscaper and ultramarathon runner, his devotion to Steve Irwin is kind of extraordinary. Hi, Kieran.
Hi, how are you?
Really well, thank you. When did you first meet Steve Irwin?
It was back in 2002. I was around 17 at the time, and it was a day that I will never forget.
So, okay, you're inspired by his dedication to conservation. You grow up to become a landscaper, horticulturalist, ultramarathon runner and Steve Irwin lover. So what's the idea that you came up with when the pandemic hit?
Yeah, well, look, as I said, I've always been, ever since coming across Steve Irwin as a kid, I've always been passionate about his cause. And during the pandemic, I guess the most positive thing I could take away from the pandemic was that it was a good time to create and plan little adventures. And I was sitting there one day during the pandemic, and I came across a YouTube series. It was a guy by the name of Beau Miles, and he had a series called A Mile an Hour. And I thought, it just sprung to me. I was like, that's what I can do to honour Steve, but I'll do it on a much larger scale. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to run 100 Ks around my local trails, and along the way I'm going to plant 100 trees and plants. So that's what I did. I got straight onto the council and I put it in motion.
So in one day, you ran 100 kilometres while planting 100 trees along the way.
That's it.
Where did you plant them?
So the Scribbly Gum Conservation Park here on the Redlands Coast. There's an area there that I used to run through as a kid, tripping over and kicking rocks. And you know, what better way to celebrate Steve than to dedicate this area and just grow some gum trees for the koalas and just, I guess, add to his cause.
Crikey, mate. He'd love that, Kieran. He would absolutely love that.
And we also have to remember that Steve wasn't about... It wasn't ever about him. It was about the future and what we can do in the future. I mean, I'm never going to see some of these gum trees grow to their full capacity. It usually takes around 50 to 70 years. So I might not be around them, but the next generation will definitely get to enjoy them, and I hope my kids get to enjoy them. And that's what Steve was about. He was about preserving, for our future generations.
Congratulations on what you've done. 100 Ks in one day, 100 trees along the way. The next project in motion as well. I reckon Steve Irwin would be very, very happy with that.
Look at this, he's got the water. today. He's got the banana. We're meeting an athlete today, guys. Kieran, it's so good to meet you, mate.
You too, mate.
Now, you are just about to run 100 kilometres, which is completely hectic. And what a beautiful location. Not a cloud in the sky. The sun is out. Perfect day to do it.
Oh, mate, perfect weather conditions.
Okay, it certainly is. Now, Kieran, I've got to tell you, I'm here to help out today. I'm here to roll up my sleeves and give back, but I am definitely not running 100 kilometres, but maybe I've got 10 in me to keep you company.
Beautiful, that's good enough.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So maybe we're fine, maybe we're fine. All the way from London to Sagan, you can take this, but I'm alone with my heavy heart, been shaking up and down. 'Cause I do not know the best of me, my love. Times are gone, I celebrate the expression starts in the dream, turns to motion, feels like I'm...
All right, Kieran, so we smashed out the first 10 kilometres, but now it's time to get on with the next part of your challenge, and that is, of course, planting 10 trees. Now, what trees are they?
These little grass trees, so little ground covers.
Oh, cute.
So they hide underneath the canopy.
Yeah.
So you've got your big gums, and then you'll find these little guys. I, as a kid, and like most kids around my age, we grew up watching Steve Irwin, so...
Yeah.
And then, I just, as soon as I heard his voice, "G'day, I'm Steve Irwin. I'm a crocodile hunter." It's like, it just encaptured you, and yeah, just his passion for conservation. And
Fair enough too. But what are you hoping that people take away from what you're doing out here today?
Oh, look, I want to educate kids, and just show them that by doing this, we're preserving our future. And we're helping the environment in many more ways than one. We're helping the animals as well, especially when we plant some of the gums, which are a great food source for koalas. And we could always use more koalas, so yeah.
You can just tell how passionate you are about the environment and conservation. It's actually really inspiring.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I love it. It's, as I said, it all came from Steve, and we hope we can continue his legacy of conservation. So.
A little bit windy. Jeez, it's a beautiful day in Scribbly. Sun's out. Planted around 30 plants and trees so far, which means we're about 30 odd k's in. A little bit behind, but that's alright. All in the name of conservation. Look at these beautiful gums. On with the show. Well, hasn't been my fastest run, but it's definitely been a rewarding one, that's for certain. Ticking the legs over. There's a serenity. Kiss. Mwah. Beautiful gums. I probably won't see these guys reach complete adulthood, but I'm sure generations to come will get to enjoy them, and I'm sure all the koalas and animals will love climbing up them and eating their leaves. But on the home stretch now. On the home stretch. We are on the home stretch. Kilometres to go, and we're done. It's been a really beautiful day. Had a lot of people come out to show their support, and yeah, it's been amazing. It's just been so good to give back to trails that I run literally every day, and I hope I'm running them in 50 more years or more, 100 years maybe, and it'd be good to run past every day and see the trees grow, and yeah, really special, really special. What a day, what a day. Doesn't get any better than this. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, the old pins are a bit tender. Oh, they're tender. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, right? If you don't love it, what's the point? What's the point? Yeah, the sun's starting to go down now. It's beautiful. What a day. It's been a big day in the sun. But geez, it's been rewarding. Geez, it's been bloody great. Just giving back a little. Not long to go. A couple of trees left. Couple of beautiful gums, a few ground covers. Yeah. sure are lucky.
Heavily inspired by my surroundings, I came up with this little gem to sum up my day. "Good morning, Mr. Kookaburra," I yelled as I watched him perch on a nearby branch. "What a great day for running," I said. He greets me with a mighty chuckle that echoes deep down through the scribbly bush. The beautiful banksias and the melaleuca trees line the path up ahead. I'm running scribbly lines like I got the map from a nearby gum. I couldn't help but stop a few times on this run, taking in deep breaths and staring at the sun. It's a beautiful place, our Redlands Coast. It's a beautiful place to run.
There you go, 90 kilometres down. Time for the head torch. It's been a big day, but it's been bloody rewarding. Can't wait to get finished, get some food into me, and back again tomorrow to water some plants. There you go, 100 kilometres, 100 plants and trees, all in a day's work.
You might have to edit this, Kieran. I'm in the barn. My daughter is watching her 10 minutes of daily allotted play school. I'm in the barn where I've just made some shelving for my latest project, made of wood. So it's very topical. I come up here. Congratulations on your project, mate. Running 100 Ks and planting a bunch of trees. Fantastic stuff. I'm a massive lover of wood, and I really like people who run. So you've just combined these two very good things. No doubt you'll inspire other people to do what you're doing, and it's a good story. So I look forward to watching this film. So kudos to you, mate, and I presume you've had lots of beers since running. So down the track then we might be able to share a beer. Good on you.